Failures are the stepping stones to success, and the truth is that no human being in history has ever achieved greatness without first walking through the fire of defeat, disappointment, and rejection. Because failure is not the opposite of success, it is part of success. It is the very soil in which the seeds of achievement grow and bloom. And if we look carefully at the lives of great inventors, leaders, writers, athletes, and entrepreneurs, we will notice a common pattern. They all failed again and again before their names were written in golden letters. Thomas Edison once said he did not fail 1,000 times. He simply found 1,000 ways that did not work. And this mindset transformed his failures into the staircase that carried him to invention. Michael Jordan, often called the greatest basketball player, openly admitted that he had missed thousands of shots and lost hundreds of games. Yet he declared that this repeated failure is exactly why he succeeded. Because every missed shot pushed him to practice harder, to refine his focus, and to prepare for the moment of victory. If we look at history, we find Abraham Lincoln losing election after election, struggling in business, falling into debt, facing personal tragedies, and yet he never accepted defeat as final. He kept standing up and moving forward until one day he became the President of the United States and changed the future of his country. When J.K. Rowling faced rejection from one publisher after another, when she struggled financially and emotionally, she could have quit, but she kept writing, she kept believing, and the world later celebrated the magical universe she created. Even Steve Jobs, thrown out of his own company, did not give up. Instead, he learned, he built again, and then returned stronger to transform Apple into a symbol of innovation. These stories are not fairy tales. They are reminders that the road to success is not a straight highway, but a rough path with stones. And each stone you trip over is actually a stepping stone if you choose to climb instead of cry. Failure hurts, no one can deny that. But pain is a teacher, it shapes your character, it builds resilience, it teaches patience, it humbles your ego, and it tests your commitment. Failure whispers in your ear and asks, "Do you really want this dream? Are you willing to fight again? Are you ready to rise one more time?" And when you answer yes, you grow into the person who can actually deserve the success you are chasing. Many people fear failure so much that they never even start. They let fear of falling stop them from walking. But what they forget is that standing still is the greatest failure of all. Because as long as you are moving forward, as long as you are trying, your failure is never final. A baby falls hundreds of times before learning to walk, and yet no parent ever says my child failed. They know every fall is a step toward walking, and in the same way, every fall in your life is a step toward success if you refuse to quit. Think of life as a mountain climb. The peak represents your goal, and the stones represent your failures. Every time you slip and fall, you gain experience. You learn where to place your foot next. You learn which path is dangerous. And slowly those same failures that hurt you become the very support that lifts you upward. Success tastes sweet only because failure taught you the bitterness of defeat. The joy of victory is meaningful only because you have known the pain of falling. And that is why failure is not something to be ashamed of. It is something to be proud of because it proves you dared to try. You dared to dream, and you dared to step out when others stayed in their comfort zone. So whenever you fail, remind yourself this is not the end. This is feedback. This is redirection. This is preparation for something greater. And the only true failure in life is giving up. Fall 7 times and stand up 8, because the day you refuse to stay down is the day success begins to chase you. Let your failures become your teachers. Let them shape you. Let them push you. And one day when you stand on the top of your success, you will look back and realize that every failure was not an obstacle, but a stepping stone that built your path to greatness.